This is the player card. Here are a player's motivations. How well your easily see how many. Here are some recommendations to get you started. This player's development trait is hidden. Put it. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards. It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Giants and the Titans, just ahead on EA Sports.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New York Giants and the Tennessee Titans. Joined by Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin with you as always. Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
New York State committed to Daniel Jones for a 4th season, but also made this a decisive year by declining his 5th-year option. 2022 looks like Jones' final chance to prove he can be the franchise face for the Giants, and he does have a cadre of weapons that he'll need to top his career highs of 3,000 yards and 24 touchdowns that he set as a rookie.
Giants. Saquon Barkley, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here come the Titans for their first possession on offense, and leading them out in his 4th season with the team, 10th overall in the NFL, Ryan Tannehill. Play action. It's Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jones. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing Jones. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First down carry for Henry. He'll take it inside the 25. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Giantsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
You've got to know as a quarterback it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 85 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He finds his man, complete. It's Hudson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
Down to about the 22 here. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got it. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Barkley will score. Touchdown, New York. So his strong 1st half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll put the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide.
It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 59 yards.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually, man, that thing's done.
Well, no, if they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. A first down carry for Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Let's take a glance now at the Giants' picks in the 2022 draft. And, you know, they've been known in the past for drafting linemen early. And this year they kind of took that to an extreme, taking 2 of them inside the top 10 to lead an 11-player class.
And arguably the top 2 players at their positions that they got with those big guys that they selected. How about them taking Kayvon Thibodeau, 5th overall, a terrific pass rusher, and offensive tackle Evan Neal out of Alabama. They got him in the number 7 slot in the first round.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Jones to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown. Daniel Bellinger with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Inside the 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few complete.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Gano the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
That's caught by Hollister. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on second down. Tannehill. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On second down at 4, Jones.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick, and the Titans are going to have it here just past the 25.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle, and he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the Eagles who were able to swoop in and get the road victory. Jalen Hurts with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they trail in that one to the visiting Las Vegas Raiders. Josh Jacobs, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Carson Wentz, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Giants. And you can see they started the season with a focus on the running game, and it served them well in the opener so far. And meanwhile, for the Titans, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football, and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do.
And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half two after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Tannehill.
On the slant, Burks.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
On 2nd and very short, Jones.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This is taken at the 18. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football.
Tennessee offense set to go again. But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They keep it with Henry on first down. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Henry. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Bullock's kick is good, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Sterling Shepard's in his 7th season with the New York Giants, and his #1 goal for this one stay healthy for the full 17 games. After that, he wants to post his dependable 60 catches a season he's been averaging throughout his career. That's one catch there, and it's good for a first down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff. Back now in Nashville. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. Now Tannehill. He's got Hooper on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Tannehill's throw on target to Burks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tannehill throwing again. Open man, Westbrook-Akine. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Here's Tannehill. And it's a Titans touchdown. Austin Hooper. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans get a bit closer. This opening game has certainly not gone their way at this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
On second down, Ingram again.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On third down, Barkley. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Holding, offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
The CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league.
It's week 2 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. There's a lot to like from his showing last week, well over 100 yards in a pair of scores. It's the Giants and the Panthers, and it's coming right up on Madden NFL 23.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 38 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage.
The final week back into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Carolina's offense ready for its first possession, and at the helm, their new QB brought in via trade this offseason. His 5th year now in the NFL, former #1 pick Baker Mayfield.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive burst.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted.
Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mayfield looks to throw.
That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mayfield.
Dancing to his left. Now Mayfield lost the football.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, Look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Throwing, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Shaq Thompson from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Now Jones. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. They'll go to Barkley again. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week, and it's pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think it's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Week 2 underway around the NFL. And a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener. The 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader. Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern. And then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The end result, 21 yards. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Rashard Higgins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers are once again back in front.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hudson.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
2nd and 6.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A first down throw for Mayfield. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Mayfield with it once more. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's second down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now
the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime, because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
Letting one go deep for the end zone.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Panthers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
What's the deal?
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. He's got Bellinger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Back to throw. Jones. Another pass complete to Bellinger. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Panthers have recovered.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go? And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Carolina getting set to take the field. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run here with Ingram. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively. They're at 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Jones. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, he's got the connection to Moore. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Throw left side to Higgins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. 2nd and 2. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And we'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Jones, another shot here after the pick 6.
Over the middle to Beckham. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Back to throw. Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early. And sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is McCaffrey on the give.
Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Cowboys and the Giants on Monday Night Prime Time.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. 30. 10. 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Holding the eating.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Giants at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's got room. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings them out.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw. Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 17 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
Prescott on 1st down. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, we're dry. Now you got to make the change up.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones over the middle. That's hauled in by Tony. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's got it to about the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. A first down carry for Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Good footwork at the 30. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. On play action, Prescott. And this is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On second down, Elliott. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Coming up at halftime, I'll go for one personality. That's you, Charles Davis. To another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 4th down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but it's still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you pointed out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. He decided to go for it then and try to kickstart things.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Jones on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. He had to force the field goal.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Christian McCaffrey, well over 100 yards on the ground with a pair of touchdown runs. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Austin Eckler, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Sam Darnold, 3 touchdown passes as his guys stay unbeaten on the year. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Giants, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be...
He's got a man, complete. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 55 yards. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
Prescott now. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Runs over him. 99 yards for him. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. And they'll work this down inside the 30. From the 29, Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Prescott going to do it himself. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Prescott.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. Buying time to his left.
And this one too low.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 9. 1:53 remaining. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10.
Prescott. That's complete to Lamb.
They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Now Dak.
He's got Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
He's still on his feet.
And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And out now come the Cowboys. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Now Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Here's Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott.
No gain, and it's second down.
2nd and 10. Here's Dak.
Over the middle here, it's Hilton.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. To throw, Prescott.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.